Hey, what the hell's going on, you guys? It is Stupid Player NegativeAE, and welcome to a brand new game. This game is called To the Core, and this game is free to play. So if you want to go download it yourself after this, or you like what you see, it's on Steam. You can just type in To the Core, and you can download it for free. This is not an advertisement, by the way. My friend was just like, I know you like roguelikes, and he told me about this game, so I played a couple games, and I thought it was interesting. This game is a speed-running roguelike, so whenever you die, it restarts you back from the beginning, and it is randomly generated, for the most part, or procedurally generated, I guess is the correct term. And your goal is to go through the entire level as fast as possible. There's different checkpoints, like taking down shields and stuff that you have to do. And then I imagine there's some sort of final boss, but I have not gotten to the end yet. This game is brutally hard when it comes to surviving till the end, because all the enemies get in your way and it's hard to do it. But I think instead of sitting here at the title screen and telling you all of this, I will just jump into a game and show you. There is a little bit of voice acting in this game. Your dad, I guess, chimes in and gives you tips about how to defeat certain enemies and stuff like that, and he also talks to you at the title screen, but I've turned that off so that way there's not conflicting voices. This game has been interesting so far. I've tried to record it twice before this, and it crashed both times, so I don't know how stable this game is, but it is free, so there's that. You do play as this little, mechanic-looking girl. She looks like Vi from League of Legends, kinda, if you've ever played that, which, freaking, I don't recommend that you do, but it's interesting nonetheless. So basically, your goal is to complete the level as fast as possible, but scattered throughout the levels are these boxes. As you can see here, there's one over here that has crystals in it, and if you can get up to 500 crystals, you can afford a power-up at the shop, which is, I think, the only use for crystals right now. So it's good to get these crystals. This tutorial area is always going to look the same, so you're always going to have these crystals just kind of here for you, but then as soon as you get through the tutorial, it starts getting randomly generated. So right here, after this point, is randomly generated. So there's enemies along the way. Your goal is to kind of just do as much as you can. There's going to be an abundance of crystals, so I don't know if it's worth it to kind of stop and get crystals unless they're along the way, you know? Like these crystals are. And since it is a speedrun type game, you don't want to really stop and fight them. Let him crash into walls while I collect these crystals over here. He's gonna come back over. I am going to say fuck you, sir, and go over here. Yeah, so some of the interesting part of this game is that it is procedurally generated, so I imagine that you would get faster at the things that, or the worlds, you know? Once you memorize the layouts and stuff. I've yet to complete the game, so we're gonna see if I can complete it today, maybe. But first we're gonna get all these crystals because we need at least 500 for the shop, and I don't know necessarily where the shop is on this level. So here's the shields. This is kind of like I think this is like the halfway point. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Now, is there a lift pad somewhere? I'm not familiar with this tower. Oh, okay, there's a lift right there in front of my eyes. So you can dash. You have a jump, a dash, and a attack, and you use those pretty frequently. To deal with things. I think we still need a couple more crystals too. Cool. Just kind of get rid of that. And she does kind of grab onto ledges, so that's good. That way you don't kind of like fall prematurely, I guess. Not like in platformers where you think you should have grabbed the ledge and then don't. Alright, so there's going to be a bunch of enemies that attack me here. So you just kind of jump and dodge around. Because if you jump... There we go. I guess there's like combos too, like you can like launch yourself up. That's cool. I actually didn't know that before. So there's like stuff that they don't tell you in the tutorial that like you could probably figure out for yourself. So we did end up getting 500 for the shop, and then this is the shop that they give you. So it's different every time, so you don't get the same stuff. I could either get rocket boots, a dash reset, which sounds pretty interesting actually. I think I'm gonna go for the dash reset, although the rocket boots are speaking to me. I'm gonna go ahead and take the rocket boots. Yeah, I'm gonna take the rocket boots. I was gonna take the dash reset because dashing is so helpful. Okay, here we go. This is interesting because of this guy right here. And these guys right here. I have defeated this before, so let's see if we can kind of make this happen again. It's kind of just... There we go, we killed one of them. We just need to kill this one now. And then we'll be able to deal with this man. Ow. Then you want to attack him in the back. And he's gonna crash constantly. There we go, there's another crash. We're low on health, so this is dangerous, but we managed to defeat him. Whew. I was nervous because I'm used to like choking on stuff like that, but I didn't choke that time, which is great. So now I just need to survive, and I don't think I can get back, so we're just gonna go. Gonna dash to avoid him. Oh, are you fucking joking with me right now? Yeah, so it'll tell you how much you did of the level. So we did about half, which I was right. So that shield thing that you come across is the halfway point, and then everything past that. So you always have to fight an arena right after that halfway point, and that's pretty much how you know you're at the halfway point. And then after that, you can just go as fast as possible through everything again. I think we can play one more and see if we can't get farther than that, because I've gotten to 60 something, 67% is my highest. So if we can just complete a run, I think that would be interesting. I think maybe I'm going too slow too, like I'm stopping to smell the roses a little bit too much, you know? So I'm just gonna try to go, because the power-ups are nice, but it's jump on your head, thank you, and go over here, get past this part, and then get to the randomly generated part. Yeah, so you'll get to see for yourself kind of how the levels are different. Actually, this part is kind of the same, unless when you hit restart, it gives you the same level. That would be pretty interesting, because that would mean that you could train on one level consistently. We're actually going to get whatever this is over here. The free power-up, so why not? There we go. We do have an ultimate. I guess you can see the... You can see the kind of ultimate glove in the bottom left. That means that I can press right mouse button and use an ultimate to like kind of kill enemies. I want to fall down there. So it looks like when you hit the restart button, you get the same exact level, which is pretty cool actually. That way you can just kind of get really good at one section or one like type of map, you know. And then like tomorrow when you log on, it'll be like a different experience. So it's just kind of something that you can do in your free time, I guess, you know. Try and get the best time. I also like competitive stuff like this where I'm directly correlated with other players in some way, you know. I'll use my ultimate on the next enemy I see, so you can see. Actually, no, we'll use it during the fight over here. I'm gonna try not to lose any hearts on the way up here because we do have to fight in that arena thing after this. So. Actually get rid of most of them. Alright, so the game just crashed. So I'm gonna go... As far as I am aware, it's a crash that happens when you were recording the game with OBS and something is like attached to it. Because when I was playing before, it was doing pretty decent and it didn't crash once. But then as soon as I opened OBS and I started recording it, it was all over the place. But that was to the core. It's interesting. I like the whole speedrunning like mechanic of it. I imagine that if you play it enough, you'll get used to the layouts of all the maps and you'll know exactly where to go and how to do things. I'm very interested to see or to like watch someone who's way better than me at this game play through this game, because it like there's a lot of like that dash reset thing sounds like it could be very, very useful. I don't know about the rocket boots because I don't know how they didn't ascend very fast, but maybe they're really good for like getting to places without having to do like a jumping puzzle. You could just kind of rocket jump up to them. But the game is hard on its own, you know, even without the enemies in it. But then the enemies add like this whole different aspect to it. So this has been To The Core. If you guys want to see more of To The Core, let me know. I'll look into the crashing thing with OBS, and maybe we can get a few episodes. I don't plan to play this for very long, if not just this episode. So if you are interested, please let me know with a like. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. There's lots of roguelike and visual novel stuff on the channel. I know it's a weird combination, but if you're into that kind of stuff, I'd love to have you, and hope to see you guys in the next episode, whatever that may be, and peace out, you guys.